Hello fellas, and welcome to a new thing. We are on a game that I've been looking forward to and been following for quite a good couple of years. I think about 2015 I knew of this game, and this is the Universim. I've been following this for ages, waiting to have a go on it. I have had a little mini go just to sort of get the controls and things, and this is still in early access. It's came out today. No, yesterday now. Yesterday it came out. But I only got it this morning, so about now's the time I'm sort of having a little go. So I've had a little play, obviously, to do the have a look at all the controls and things to sort of work it around, because it's not like any other simulator game you'll probably ever come across. This is probably one of, looks like it's going to be the king of simulator games, next to things like SimCity, City Skylines, The Sims, things like that. Any of your city builders, Banished, things like that. This is the this sort of goes more towards the Banished kind of area, sort of the that kind of style, sort of the resource gathering and that.
Wake up.
But we have this kind of intro here, and
this is the beginning of your story,
and it sort of gives you a little narration to the start.
Nothing but an infinite void. However, you, with a single touch, can awaken the light.
Yeah, so it gives you some kind of narration to start you off. This guy, he does like to poke fun at you a little bit throughout the game as well. And we'll touch that, and we've caused the Big Bang.
And so the universe sprang into being. Worlds filled with endless potential were scattered into the beyond.
Different galaxies.
They formed into many different shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
And while most were doomed to drift among the cosmos, barren and alone,
like that one,
others flourished.
Life on this one.
These
just around
few planets soon became home
lava one.
to the greatest phenomenon of all.
This one just made of swords, storms and stuff.
Life. However, life is a peculiar thing.
Yeah, it's got a similar kind of style,
as swiftly as
sort of towards No Man's Sky, cross between No Man's Sky and
the was always that of an observer.
The astronaut game,
to simply
admire, that was it.
The fleeting beauty of life's beginnings and ends.
Sort of Ragged Edges kind of style.
This balance could never last. The issue with allowing a species to evolve independently is that they always fail to do so.
Oh.
For life to have a better chance of succeeding, it needs a helping hand.
And that's where I come in.
Here we are. Welcome to Mother Planet. This is a rare sight, for it came to be that there was day and night. Warmth and cold. And water to flow through the planet's veins. The soil was rich with minerals, which gave rise to a thick blanket of green. The perfect ecosystem was formed.
I see.
It is no wonder, then, why life has chosen to inhabit it. A new species has been born, and they need guidance.
I think they've made it so that all these planets you get, every new planet you make is made differently, with different amounts of water and stuff. I'm pretty sure that's how it worked, because I don't remember there being that kind of water in the last one I played. So yeah, I do think they do change with each playthrough, so you're not likely to have the same one. I've got a similar kind of one here. This one's similar kind of what it was, but the lake I had before, this was a bigger lake here, and it was more stretched over like that. So, So yeah, it does change how you... So that's one good. But apparently all these planets are procedurally generated, so they are randomized as well. But where's a good place for us to start? So you rotate with, but you use the left mouse to move the planet, right click to move your camera, as in so. You're gonna use the other one to zoom, evidently. Where's a good place for us to start? But you want to start somewhere, obviously where there's water and where there's stone. And actually, this seems like the best place for us. So I'm going to put my place here, and it's just about to become day-rise, I think, in this area, which will help in the meantime, I think. So we've got to plot this main area down, and this is your epicenter, and this is basically the main base of your little nuggets you'll get. Here's probably the best place. Let's do it. Yeah, so use the WSAD to move it generally. Use the mouse to quicker. Scroll, yeah. You want it somewhere that's you're gonna get water easily. So gotta have water, gotta have your trees and gotta have your stones. So we've got all three there. So I'm gonna put this one just about there. Do you want to put it there? Yes. That's where we'll put it.
Take a look at your new subjects.
F to fly to the event.
Largely because of their body's apparent inability to keep itself in one piece.
Yes, it's the they are
a
little unusual looking.
Architects of their species. They are the founders of everything that nuggets will
get a few
ever
tips.
know or achieve.
Yeah, you get a few tips about how you want it. I've changed mine a little bit so that my space is the pause button, and I've got to put a increase and decrease on the mouse as well, so I can always increase and decrease as I want with the mouse without going to keys, so that's helpful. When we get to here, first thing I want to do is get a house on the go, and typically they've done it exactly where I didn't want them to put it, which is typical of them. But hey ho, they can move eventually. So what they want, they'll start to, they'll immediately go and grab different resources for this. Look at him. It's a nice place, try not to ruin it. Yay. So yeah, these little nuggets here
are all unique to one another.
Yeah.
Although there are some
these are your little people you have
between nuggets. These include
and
the need for
you have the different needs.
Food and water. Yeah. A stable roof over their heads.
Yeah.
And an occasional nap. They want to learn, build, discover, and
wait for this guy to finish.
It would all be quite inspirational if they also didn't happen to be the species that initially thought their shadows were trying to eat them.
Yeah. So yeah, basically you'll have each of these nuggets. They have basically their age, their health, how hungry they are, how much thirsty they are, their temperature, I think it is. Is it temperature? No, this is the how much they need to sleep. So basically, this is the sleep much. This is the happiness. This is assuming strength, how strong they are, how much they can carry, and this is their body temperature. So if they get too hot, they're gonna burn to death. Get too cold, they'll freeze to death. So things like that. They'll have always have like different things. They'll rotor themselves to their own jobs, but you can tell them to do other things in the future. But they'll start making themselves a little home, which they've done now. So prioritize that. Obviously, they're doing that, and that's under construction. 52%. Free hover. 54%. There they are. The building.
I hope you've been working on your beach body. You're not going to spend another summer just lazing around, are you?
Yeah. So this one's just basically tell you want to build a reservoir. So we're going to get onto that later. We've got a thing on nuggets having a go. There'll be should we finish this? Come on, hurry up, finish it quickly. Yeah, We'll have the epicenter there. This essentially is your research. You can get it by clicking on your epicenter or by just hitting this science button down this bottom corner. And this is how you basically research stuff. With it being early access, it's not the best thing in the world. You've got your left click and you can drag to as far as you can go. I think this is, you do tend to get further along because you get different things. This is glass, so you get certain areas. I believe it's this one, or is it somewhere around here? But somewhere around here you'll find the change in sort of technologies. You tend to get them in major points like this one, calendar, so no material systems, sort of these kind of points. These are the big ones. I think this is the turn of the time, I think, where they can sort of work on electricity and stuff, and then they'll come into the next age like the Bronze Age, and you go through different sets of ages. But to start with, we're in the Stone Age, and the first you want to do is things like a dig well and water wheel. They're the things you want to do first, and then you want to do reservoir. Those three you want to get on first, and the reason being is your nuggets need to get water, and to get water they need to get out of from random places. The dig well will get them a nice portion in a small area very quickly, so they can go and drink from it, but eventually they'll need to use it for things otherwise, like to keep sort of other buildings working, and for that they'll need to get much more than what a dig well can do, so then you'll be able to upgrade the dig well into an actual well, but we'll get to that later on. A little campfire here. That's dig well research, so we can go into here. So these are your powers you get. We'll come to across them soon, and then we'll get all these ones. What's this letter? Here we go. We don't mean to sound like we're complaining, so you'll get little letters from your little nuggets, and they'll give you little things you can do for them. But we've got what we're saying here. We don't mean to sound like we're complaining, but we're having a tough time doing all the work with just the two of us. It's the only way we can expand our civilization. Oh, want to have extra people around? Problem is that this is basically Adam and Eve. These are literally the two people that exist. So let's guess how they want to do that. Maybe a few extra hands will help. Yeah. I sincerely hope there's an easy way to go about this. One does not involve months of discomfort and weird cravings followed by hours of excruciating pain. So yeah, basically they want to get together. I'm on it. And basically you can tell them how to do it. Oh, it's got a different style to how my previous ones were. They built slightly differently, I think. But basically this is just telling you how you do it. But this is like one of your powers, which is what that is. So if we can get the kit angle. So this is, you get a timer in this. But basically, if you can either go to your powers down here, which is what all these are, or you can go press your middle mouse button and you get all these different powers. You'll have to unlock some of them, but you start with the telekinesis and you get the Cooper one, which is this one. So if I do that and I go, if you hold the left control, click that one, and then press the next one while still holding it, click that one. If we can click it,
I couldn't possibly imagine.
And then those two will now head off into this little hut that they have created. Yeah, you might see that pop up a while, and there we go, getting a bit of hanky-panky on the go. So they've got you this one. So the more you help these guys out, the more they believe in you, and the more they believe in you, I think the higher up your powers for these things go. So the more you can do, the better, things like that. So we've got that on the go while they're busy adding people to the world. We'll go and make that dig well, which is in here, and it's a water pit or dig well. So where's a nice place for us to put this? Somewhere
would you look at that?
Around here. We can't make it too close to this.
Aren't they adorable?
But we want it
young?
sort of.
Don't get too attached, though. They're still mortal after all. Plus,
So,
they will soon be old
I
enough to
recommend
have an
putting it
opinion
a little
and
further
make
away.
questionable life decisions. Let's see how much you like them then.
Yeah, they can be little shits eventually, I suppose. So yeah, I want this sort of a little bit of a distance away from the actual water. So I think about here is probably a decent area. But you can't have it too close to the epicenter. So I think there's about right. Bend it this way. You can't. It's going green. Where does it go green? Go green. There. There we go. That's where we'll do it. Right in front of that thing, which is a little annoying. I don't know what it is, but oh well. But yeah, your different powers. You hold control. Hold the left control. You could use. That's when you let you use your powers, and you'll have powers. Basically, I think you use them. I think that's what these are. You spend them up. But what's this say? Ah, here we go. We're struggling to agree on names for the little ones. Adahi keeps. That's the name of the first guy. The guy I'm supposing keeps wanting me to call them something trivial like stick and stone. Now I'm about ready to break his bones. Okay, I'm suggested some more appropriate names, but he believes I'm trying too hard. Can you please settle this argument? Love you, Lou. The way she's telling you. So back to us the proper names with the little brats. Okay, so that I think's a bit of a translation note because I think the company's French, I believe. So so it really should be baptised the little brats with proper names. So they're talking a bit of little Yoda, really, but we'll skip on that. So basically, it's telling us to name these two, and I am very bad at naming people. So give me a moment to figure what the hell I'm going to do with these. There we go. I've got the two names. It's not very creative, believe me. I'm not very good at this kind of stuff. So we've got Timothy, spelled incorrectly because, you know, the cave people. You do get an achievement for that, but I've done that achievement just for the sake of it. And then we have the other one here, which is Shasha, because it was similar to the thing they already had. So what's this one? No, that's basically saying you've completed it. So down here you get different sort of things. It'll say little pop-ups, and you'll get them sort of in. Is it this one? Yeah, this is your news down here. So you get different news articles, extended news. So basically, like you'll get little pop-ups. So like if you want the important stuff, you'll get pop-ups down here. If you don't want them, press them off, and then you'll get your and it'll group them as well if you really need to. But then here you have the regular news and you have critical news. Critical news, things like disasters, people being attacked, things like that. Here you have your nuggets, how many nuggets you have. We have 2, and then we have 2 baby nuggets. This is the constructions you've got and the residential areas. So we have one stone hut with 4 people living in it, and it's at 89%. We'll get through that eventually. This, I'm assuming, is the weather. It's 33 degrees, 5. I'm not sure what that means. I don't actually know. I've not come across that. I think this is your points. So this is your points you can get. So that one must be points. 44, maybe that's time. I'm not certain. That's how many believes you. But nuggets you've got believing in you. So we've got 3 out of the 4 we have. God light. That's basically a light to help you in the night time. There's all sorts of things going along. But yeah, once they've got this on the go, this well, which they're finishing right now, we'll have one thing helpful. So there's some random things hanging around, I will admit. This is where their food is. This is their food. We'll click on this. They've got 20 food at 39 degrees. I'm assuming it's just random stuff. Yeah, they'll sort of figure out new things on their own. While researching water storage, Elu has discovered artificial lakes after investigating glowing moss. Fair enough. There we go. Water storage. I think you get different tasks, and it basically gives you things you have to do before you can level up. This is obviously your thing on the go.
Natural evolution.
So that's what you're researching, then you have a queue.
To observe. Unfortunately, it usually ends poorly.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that.
So we have a water
Fortunately,
pit.
you have the ability to influence your civilization's evolution and improve its chances of survival.
So yeah, this is basically,
You
that's
can
basically how much you get.
prioritize whatever your heart desires, but remember that the heart is idiotic at best. So use your head instead. That's a pretty good motto to live by. Well, unless you're mining stone, of course.
So yeah, we've got 2 more nuggets. Well, 2 more nuggets have grown up. That's fair enough. Eventually, they'll want their own house. Water storage complete. That is good. So we need that. So we've got 2 more things. We've got a water storage, which is a reservoir, which we will need soon, and then we have a water pump, which we need to get on the go as well. So we will need to get both of those on, preferably before winter. Basically, because we want water to get out. We need to get out the water, and then we need to store it before we can before winter comes, because the lakes will freeze over, and the reservoir we can still use them. So we'll get those 2 on the go. Which is this one? Nope, it's this one. Storage. So we'll just rotate that. You rotate them with E and Q, Q and E to rotate them. So where can we pop this? Nowhere at the moment. Ah. Yeah. I kind of wanted it more this way, really. Rotate it. I want it relatively close. See, this is the problem. You want the reservoir. I'm assuming you want it close to like other stuff, but you don't want it like close to water, because it's a difficult thing. So yeah, I think I'll put it at this end actually. Back to where I said first. It's very best. This will have to go straight, so we'll put this straight in here when we can fit it in. Yep. It won't always rotate, which is unfortunate. So that's too far to that. There, that'll do. That's close enough. So they'll get management on these 2. Eventually, the other 2 will want to leave their parents' house as well, and then they'll pick another place well out the way that I can't get to, and because you know, things don't care. I'm still not certain what this is. Little bells. I don't think some of this stuff doesn't work, I will admit. This one's fine. So you get prioritise different things to do. Prioritise the pump before anything else, which they are doing. They've got stuff nearly there. There's some icons again. So yeah, this is the resources we have available. Got food, wood, stone. I'm assuming that's herbs. Yeah. So basically you highlight the things you want to put on it. We don't need refined stone. We don't need herb. Yeah, so just highlight the things you want to put on the bottom so you can see better. We're not going to have any gas, iron, or refined stone, all that. So just those 4 for now. Well, we've got food there, really, so we don't really need food to be shown. So we can do wood, stone, herbs, and refined wood, because we've got food here. So I think it's normal food, and to consume how much we're using. You got the water one here, which
this water pump system is rather advanced for such a young civilization. I mean, sure, it's built out of rocks, wood, and a bit of string, but impressive
water pit
nonetheless.
Yeah, this will fill up. It fills at 16. I'm assuming you don't actually need water for this. It just does it like it sort of rains in quotation marks. But yeah, we'll have water wells and things like that, which is what this is. So we'll be able to upgrade this at some point. I'm not sure when. Yeah, we can get sick for drinking out of the ocean. So you want a water well, which is similar to this water pit. We'll be able to upgrade it eventually. But we've got that on the go. So next thing, whoops, that's the wrong button. We'll have affects the water well. conditioning. Yeah. So yeah, water reservoir, dug well. I'm assuming water pit. So yeah, so you get dug well. I think that increases. So this one I think it means you can increase the size. So we'll get that. I can line the wall. I can turn it into an actual well. Yeah, so we'll get that on, and then we'll get towards things like fire, so we can start cooking, and then get utensils. Actually, don't get utensils. Fish first, then utensils. So we've got those 5 on the go. So they'll start research. They'll research that as they go along, and hopefully we should have a nice little settlement. We've got nice rain, and look at these. I quite like these visual effects. Oh. There's some people have tied the knot, someone got married. Now they can look forward to their hour-long honeymoon before getting back to work. Yeah, that's how it works in those days. An hour's worth of honeymoon. Yep, it's getting cool.
You look a little
night time.
confused. Don't worry, I expected as much. I know you have questions, but you'll learn everything in time, on your own, without bothering me.
I'm bothering him apparently. See, we've got a few other things there. What's this saying? I've heard you have power to create miracles. Apparently I do. I've been trying to build a hut for Timothy and myself to live in, but I feel I've thrown my back out with all this heavy lifting. I can hardly lift my hammer now, let alone collect all the resources I still need. If I could just get a few more materials, I can finally finish with my dream home. I think Timothy might leave me if I don't get this finished soon. I'm sure some with a far larger set of muscles and a luxury hut will sweep them away. I bet they'll have a splash pool. I bet they'll have a splash pool. I can't let this happen. Yeah, so basically you've got to help them. You've got to use your levitate to move some stuff. So I'm on that. So if I go to, I think this is telekinesis. Unless there is a levitate one. No, there's defy gravity, yeah. So this is the... Why there, of all places? So basically, I couldn't work this out, but I'm assuming you've got to grab a tree and you pull the tree out.
Uprooted a tree. Now what?
Put it in there. There we go, that's 5 there. See, I was trying this earlier and I couldn't work it out.
We're
grab that
doing
stone.
this again, are we?
Grab the stone. And if you really wanted to, you could just throw it down and it'll break stuff. There we go. Divine Architect. I couldn't get this to work last time I played. Yeah, if you do things like that, you can throw stuff and it will sort of break things if you really wanted. But the last thing I want to do is I want to get one thing set to be built. And that one, where is it? Not that one. Epicenter. Epicenter? Nope. Expansion. Archive. Here we go. See, this is something you've got to get on relatively soon as well. Because this is basically how you save the game, which is a little annoying. But, hey ho. We're going to plop this one there. So, we'll get this one on once these two are ready. In fact, we'll speed them up as well. So they're getting on that. We've got this one. Yep, we've helped them with that. So now all 4 of us believe there's a God exists, which is helpful in one sense, not in another. So we're getting that reservoir on the way. We want this basically built before winter comes. So prioritise that. Yep. Oh, the hot's done. Okay, fair enough. That didn't last as long as I thought. So this is nearly done. Once I've done that, they'll prioritise this because it's the only thing they've got left. And then we'll get a bigger well as well. Yeah. So basically, this will basically do. I think it's like, is this per day or?
Look at all of those colors. Isn't fall beautiful?
Raining.
Someone should really make a painting before you leave the planet to ruin.
Oh, we're making more humans. So this needs some wood and some thingy. So research conditioning, which means this can now be upgraded. But will it will need resources, obviously. We want this done. So they've got stone, and is that the wood? Yep, they've got that ready. So this should go up really quickly, I think. I think this is probably the quickest building to be done. That's just basically telling you to upgrade. Obviously, you need resources to upgrade stuff, etc., etc. With research fire, that's good. Yeah, I'm actually not a massive fan of this kind of style, but the way it looks, it's actually really well made. Oh, lightning! So here we are. So we've got these flags at the moment, and they have different sort of things to be. Different flags mean that certain buildings will require different things, and it means some building hasn't got the thing it needs. Basically, that's all that means. You'll find it with these flags like this one, little tick near it. That one basically says there's no upgrade. That one so you can assign nuggets. It's like this one. This tick basically says that this can be upgraded, which is what this is for. Go away tab. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to leave the episode here for now. This is filling up, and this is filling up because we've got this. And now we've got this on the go. We've got a lot more things we can do. But in the meantime, we're going to go here. This is just the little mini thing I had. I'm going to assign a new little nugget. Let us do one of the elders. Elu or Hardy. No, you know what? We'll have one of the younger ones. We'll have Sasha. You're now here. Heading home. Then we'll name this. So I'm going to name this. Let us go. Slow it down a little. I'm going to name the Let's Play, I suppose. LP1 for now. Save.
How many times have you saved today? I'm curious if you have as little faith in your ability as I do.
Jeez, thanks, mate. So yep, we've got that ready. So that's how you save. You put a nugget in that working as one of these. Then, as a archivist, he'll basically make an auto save for you. So it'll automatically save. So yep. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the episode here for now, and we'll work on other things like getting this up and starting a new place for them to eat in the next section. So thank you for watching. Leave a like if you like this episode. Subscribe to see some more, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, look, a little thing crawling around. See ya. Bye.